and then comes with a spotlight, and she can just handle it. It's really so impressive. However, there is sometimes that chink in the armour is falling on a first run. Can she lace
Can you
it
grab
right
my
here?
my?
Wow.
Can you grab my mat, please, on the other side?
Sorry?
Can you grab my mat,
We talked a lot in the build up to this.
my yoga mat?
I mean,
The other side of the door. Sorry.
if the track wasn't in perfect condition, that she might struggle. But seemingly, this part, looking at it, the part looks absolutely perfect. The flat bottom's running so smoothly. Yeah. So
Thank you, Mark.
she's on her side. There's nothing seemingly that's going to unseat her or unsettle her in these early rounds, except for her own approach. I think she does it for the drama. I'm going to say it now. You think she does this on purpose? Yeah. Why? No, to make her lose more spectacular. She's done it in every event. She's fallen on the first run of a Buick grab. Buick grab, really outrageous. So nice. That could have been what. Just she does it.
A Buick grab.
But
She does it for attention. What?
She does it for attention. She's an attention seeker.
Five starts. She's won 21 of them. The other one's finished second. It's a phenomenal statistic. So, Ginger Brown, the 16-year-old out of Australia, what a season this young woman has had. Second in copper at the World Cup at the end of last year, and third in her first ever World Cup in Secret Garden. She is literally like being born a full adult, isn't it? She's popped out to the elite level stage. Yeah, full head of hair, ready to go.
So you'll be going out tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah, Dan.
Yes.
900. Follows it
I'm
up.
going to take the car around
Another 9. Back to back.
today.
Yeah. Well, if you phone me when you come back, then I can move my car.
Yeah.
But you need to phone me. You need to let me know.
I will let you know.
Switch 7. Cool. Lands a bit flat. Needs to go through the gears here. And here's the. Yes. It's a run, solid run. But we always know that it is her height, the amplitude that she gets out the pipe where she struggles. But this is across the board in half pipe. How many people? There's one exception to this rule. Valentino Gazzelli. Everyone else takes time to grow into amplitude. It takes so long to find. It's physically, you need to get big enough to have the inertia almost to get you out of the pipe, and then you incrementally grow. We saw it. Kat Melville Ives has had it. Finn Melville Ives, like all of the most recent kids that we've seen come through in half pipe, ski and snowboard. It takes a bit of time to build your amplitude. Except for Valentino Gazzelli, exceptionally Valentino arrived and went 7 meters out of the pipe on his front side end. Well, I can tell you what, regardless of this result, 55.5 leaves her in fourth for now. Regardless of the result of this Olympics, Indra Brown had a season of her life, and she's so stoked. I think that's why she's got no pressure. We saw it in qualifiers, though. She built really well for the second run. She went in there and settled herself, and then pushed. Now, we're expecting a big technical run here from Li Fanghe. Went from Harbin, 5th in China in 2022. So consistent, always makes finals, always a part of the podium discussion. Love the way she prepares her runs. She does look a little.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. We'll just be a minute and we'll get started. and we're going to start in child's pose today. So yeah, meet me there. I'm a little bit groggy, just bear with, but I feel better than I sound, so go from there. All right, let's do it. There we go. Awesome. All right. So yes, starting in child's pose today, we'll just kind of make our way down that lovely little space where we can surrender. Take those beautiful deep breaths to get started. Happy Sunday. Play around with the pose, check in with the body. If you feel at all like you'd like to take the knees wider, you can. If you want to bring them in, depending on where you naturally moved into that pose, I invite you just to take it as you need it. Really feeling out the body wants. You want the knees a little bit wider just to get a little bit more depth into the hips. Just feel that out. Breathing in. Breathing out. And as always, just notice the body here. A bit different than on our backs. It's just seeing, as we move into this child's pose, you might have your tailbone a bit more lifted or supported. Maybe the body is moving down towards the mat, or maybe you've got the fists stacked. Just notice for the back body, the hips, where they might be feeling this today as we kind of surrender to the mat. I invite you to close the eyes and just breathe with me. Inhaling and exhaling. Love. As you soften into the mat, maybe begin to just take those breaths just a little bit slower in through the nose and slowly exhaling out. Relaxing in the forehead, really letting the body sink down. Allow yourself to let go, release, and use the movement today in whatever way you need it. Just breathe in and listen in, working through any tightness. Inhaling and exhaling. Maybe checking in today, not just physically, maybe emotionally, maybe in terms of your health. How are you feeling today? Is there anything that you want to kind of focus on, release? Be something like just get rid of a little drop of that headache, maybe focus on that, or maybe just letting go of that maybe feeling of heaviness. We begin to just sink a little deeper into the month of February. We're slowly moving a little further into the winter. We kind of see glimmers of that spring season around us. Daffodils starting to be sold. A little bit longer days of light. Just lean into that. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. There's a little intention at all that you want to set for the class today, please do so. Just maybe leaning in to whatever it is you need. Is there anything you want to invite more of into your life? Anything you want to let go of? When you're ready, just flow. I invite you just to begin to lift the chest up, walk the hands either forward or towards you, depending on where you've had them. There's no wrong way to take that child's pose, especially at the beginning. Just nice to let your body do what it wants here. I'm just going to walk the hands over towards the right hand side. Sink down, I'll face you. You can either adjust the knees more inwards or you can keep them out if that's where you chose. And walking over towards that right hand side, sinking down. Breathing into that space. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Nice work, everyone. Walking back to center, sinking a little further down. See how that feels. Drawing the chin down, just noticing. Sending a breath anywhere the body's feeling tight and walking those hands in a little bit. And then we walk them over to the other side, sinking down. Deep breath in and deep breath out, relaxing in the face, the forehead. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out, relaxing, softening any tightness you might be even holding in the jaw. So move and flow today, breathing in, coming back to center. One last one. Maybe reach forward for this one. See where the chest might go. See if you can just keep a little bit. Relax the forehead forward and down. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Slowly coming back up. We're going to bring those knees back in to that lovely hip distance. Great. From here, we're going to find our tabletop and just say hello to the spine. Working. I love the bit of pose. I think that cat and cow are just one of those staples, aren't they? Just tucking under. Noticing that pull across the upper body. Maybe wiggling a little bit here in the back body. Notice if you get any little extra bit of stretch. Moving across. 3. Breathing in and out. 2. And 1. Nice work. Coming back to center. And then we dip. Let that belly dip. Push into the hands. Let the chest draw through. Tailbone lifts. Really working to arch the spine. Getting that beautiful stretch. Try not to collapse into the shoulders. So you can feel any additional lift you can get. Pushing into those palms. 3. Breathing in and out. 2. And 1. Good. Draw in from the navel, tucking under. Noticing where you might be feeling that today. What's the body feel like after you've slept? The things you've done this weekend. Feel that pull across the shoulder blade. Maybe that little twist if you like, or just hold. Sometimes that twist you can kind of just feel a little bit of a difference in the stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. 1 more cow for now. Draw the chest through. Work the shoulders down. Tailbone up. Relax in the forehead here. You've got this. Inhale. And slowly exhale down. Beautiful. And from here, we're going to come back down into that lovely child's pose. The knees hip distance, or maybe take them a little wider this time. Big toes to touch. Sinking down. Stacking those fists. So let the chest just relax down in the direction of the mat, finding a space that feels good to you. Breathing in, noticing where that breath is going. And slowly breathing out. Amazing, you've got this. Deep breath in. And slowly breathing out. Awesome. Just connecting here with the floor. Lovely little humble bow down in gratitude. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, 1. Lifting up and peeling the body back up to your lovely tabletop position. Let's take a little bit of a flow here. We're going to walk the hands slightly forward. And just slowly draw the pelvis forward and see how it feels. Now, if your back is really tight, just draw down here, draw it from your navel. Maybe draw the chest through a little bit, let the pelvis draw down if that feels okay to you. You can untuck those toes if you like, push into the hands. Just see what's going on for you in that upper body, the lower back. Breathing in, coming all the way back up, sinking down. This time, arms extended, nice active child's pose, knees parallel. 3, 2, and 1. Breathing in, coming all the way back up again, hands slightly forward and slowly coming forward again. You choose, draw in from your core or let everything draw through, chest through, push into the hands, feel active here as we draw that chin in slightly, pelvis forward. Good. Check in and on that back. Lovely. 3, 2, 1, draw in from the core, push it into the hands. Lovely, sinking back again. How was that feeling for you? You can make it really active. Maybe you can push the fingertips into the floor as you let the chest draw down, maybe lifting the head up a little bit here. Rotate the biceps out, shoulders down. 3, 2, and 1. Nice one. Inhale, coming all the way back up to that beautiful tabletop position. You've got it. Inhale. We're going to keep warming up. We're going to draw that right leg out. Work the heel away from you. Drop the hip down. Get into the backs of those legs. Good. You can push into the toes. Just feeling out the legs. A nice way just to kind of wake up the body. Just feel it. Use your intuition. Remember, the yoga is yours. You know the movement. Many of you just as well as me. Just make it feel good to you. What do you need? Good. And when you're ready, maybe finding position to hold. So maybe you work the heel away, drop the hip down, drawing from your core. And you also have the option this time, maybe shift the weight back to the center, maybe lift and wiggle that foot over towards the left-hand side, making a C position with the body. Be looking back towards that heel. Back on the left-hand side, making that C position with the body. Deep breath in and out for 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Inhale, bringing that leg up. We're going to bend the knee and slowly bring it back in line with the other leg. You've got it. Breathing in, left leg out. Good. Now you feel it where you want to be here. Working that heel away. Drop the hip down. Find that lovely bit of alignment before we begin just to push in and out. You've got it. Oh, get that love a little bit of release. Noticing how that's feeling. You can just walk in, doing your usual. Out a little bit more. 3. Amazing. And stop wherever you need to. Pushing, maybe you can really feel it at the toes today. Feel our toes all cramped up in our shoes, right? It's nice just to get our bare feet out or just work in our socks. One of my favorite parts of yoga, actually, is just getting my bare feet connected. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now you choose where you want to stay. I'm going to work my heel back, drop my hip down a little bit, just work a little further into the back of that leg. Breathing in. 3, 2, 1. Coming back to that lovely center position. Maybe staying there or lift the leg. This time we bring the left leg over as far as you can towards the right. You can look the right side, making that lovely C shape. Just breathe in, see if you get a little stretch in that side body. Might feel a little different to myself. I always have a little tightness in my lower back on that left-hand side, so it feels really good just to get into that space. Relax in the forehead. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bringing that leg back. Inhale, lift in, bend the knee, and bring the knees back in. Nice. We're going to walk the hands in and slowly come up onto the knees. Love it. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. And exhale, drop the shoulders back. Lovely. Inhale, roll those shoulders up. And exhale, drop the shoulders back. Nice. One little smile if you like rolling up and back. Maybe keep it a little bit more fluid. Let's get into the upper body a little bit for 4. Breathing in and out. Keep it moving. I always notice, like, I don't know about you, but my first few circles, I'm like, oh, that's not too bad. And then if I really continue to work those circles a little longer, start to feel those little clicks, those little knots starting to move a little bit. Something you can do anytime you want. Just sat watching TV, have a little shoulder roll. 3, 2. Inhale and exhale. 1. Let's drop the shoulders down. You've got it. We're going to interlace the fingers. I'm just going to face you where you are, though, if you like, and roll those wrists. Good. Now, I quite like moving the forearms along each other just to get that little extra. You can roll the wrists in circles or figure eights. Just see where you're getting that release. 3. Deep breath in and out. Nice one, everyone. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Just separate those hands open and close. We're going to bring the hands forward, bring them into nice fists, and roll those wrists again. Also up to you. It can be figure eights or just circles. Just feel we can release that tightness. If you can feel those little clicks, definitely can. 3. Deep breath in and out. 2. And 1. Great. And slowly bring those hands down. Great. Breathing in. Roll the shoulders up and drop them back again. Awesome. We're going to tuck those back toes. Good. We're going to start by doing a little bit of our little circles to kind of move into a more of a back bend. So we're going to stretch the back. So we're going to start with the hands behind our lower back, breathing in. About camel pose, we're going to tuck under in the pelvis, draw the shoulders back. Just see how that feels. If that feels enough, stay there, breathing in. And as we exhale, maybe see if we can just open the chest a little bit more. Use the hands to guide yourself in a little bit more back bend, chest lifts. And you've got the option, maybe it feels comfortable to bring the right hand to the right heel, just one side. Left hand maybe comes up. Again, take it as you need. If it feels too much, just lean back a little bit. If it feels all right and you want a little bit deeper back bend, pelvis forward, be reaching up and behind you. Good. We're just going to take that hand up and around. Take it up and around, down across the body and up. 3, 2, and 1. Good. You can make those circles even if the hand's not back. We're going to sink back a little bit before we use our core. Slowly come all the way back up, reaching those hands up. And slowly bringing them down, hands on that lower back. Good. So option to breathe in. Tuck under, pelvis, shoulders, drawing in, chest draws forward. Good. Breathing in. And as we exhale, just maybe the back body will go a little bit further. Staying here. Or maybe reach your back. Does the left hand come onto the top of that heel? Good. Maybe just sink back a little if it feels too much. Push the pelvis forward. Maybe arch the back if it feels okay. Top hand option to come up. Good. And you can just slowly draw that hand in towards the chest and up. Breathing in and out. Just making almost like these little circles, drawing the head in and out. It's like you're dancing through the movement. In and out. 3, 2, and last 1. Breathing in. Good. From here, lean back a little bit. Just take the pressure off that spine and that arch. Slowly bring the hands forward. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. Great. So we're going to do a little bit of work that gets into the tops of the legs. We're going to sink back. Good. And then we lift up. We're reaching those hands up. And we sink back. It can be a little bit or a lot. You choose. And lift up. Breathing in. Maybe palms come in. And we reach up. Maybe palms in. And we reach up. And maybe palms in. Nice one. And we reach up. And palms in. And reaching up. Nice one, everybody. And palms in. And we're reaching up. Good. Swing those hands up and around. Inhale. Roll the shoulders up. And back. One more option for your back bend. So we're just easing into that lovely bit of work in the spine. It's up to you whether you wanted to take full camel, half camel, or we keep the hands on the lower back. So you listen to your body. All of it is good. So we're all working in the same direction. Breathing in. As we exhale, working those elbows in towards each other. Look at that. Tuck under in the pelvis, chest lifts. Option to stay here. Breathing in. We can tuck under a little bit more. Maybe use the hands to guide you. Chest lifts. Maybe feels comfortable to bring one hand down. Maybe we stay there. Maybe we bring the other hand down. Option to stay here. That feels comfortable. Just stick. You also have the option to drop the head back. Maybe work to arch the back a little further. It's like you're drawing the pelvis forward, head back. Good. The moment I've got my toes tucked, if you'd like to work with the toes untucked, please feel free. I think especially at the start of the class, in that first little bit of the session, we've worked into the spine, but it's nice just to ease in, take good care. Slowly lean back. We're reaching one hand up, then the other, breathing in. We're going to bring the hands down, come into that beautiful counter pose. It's like the body wants to go into child's pose to reset. Maybe you can feel that little bit of stretching work you've done in the spine. Just coming down, knees can be parallel, or you can take them wide. Listen to what you want, and just take a deep breath, inhaling. Notice where the breath is going in the back body, and exhaling. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Nice one. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Beautiful work. Pushing that body up and coming all the way back up to the knees. Good. We're going to grab ourselves a little drink. You can sit down in whatever way feels comfortable. Just take a little sip and we'll move into a little bit more of our sequence on the knees. Nice work, everybody. Something about having my coffee with you guys. It just feels like you're with me, having my morning coffee, doing my favorite things. Yeah. Sometimes there's some negatives with the internet and all this technology, but honestly, my Sundays or anyone's watching on catch up, like it really is lovely to have this time. So cheers, everybody. Happy Sunday or whatever day it is you're logging in. So grateful. All right, when you're ready. Coming back to tabletop position. Good. We're going to work a little bit again, a little bit more into the spine. We're going to kind of play with leaning into getting into dancer's pose today. So I'm just going to play a little bit here with our extensions of the leg. Inhale, lift in. We're going to draw the knee in towards the nose, little arch. Love it. Inhale, extend. Good. Drawing from your core, draw the knee in. Little arch. Knee to nose. Inhale, extend. You've got it. Draw the knee in towards the nose. Little hold. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring the knee down, switching to the other side. Inhale, extend. Drawing from your core. Exhale, drawing in knee to nose. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale, drawing in knee to nose. Breathing in, extend. Third one, knee to nose. And knee comes back in, hip distance. Good. This time we're going to take it wide. So we're going to draw in from our core, strong in our upper body. Always remember you can come up to a fist. We're going to take the knee wide into a high drum pose and slowly draw it into center. Inhale, we open it wide. And slowly draw it in. Inhale, opening wide. Slowly drawing in. Inhale, opening wide. And slowly drawing in. Inhale, opening wide. Option to hold. Little high drum pose. 3. Draw that chest forward. 2 and 1. Slowly bringing it down. Inhale, knees hip distance. Just sink it to a little child's pose. Arms extended. Draw the shoulders down away from the ear. So I like that bicep rotation out. Draw shoulders down. Skin. Deep breath in and out. Nice little reset. Inhale, coming all the way back up to that tabletop. Left leg. Just going to wiggle over a little closer so I don't hit the wall. Inhale, lift. Good. Slowly drawing it in. Inhale, lift. And in. Draw in from your core. Inhale, lift. And down. Inhale, lift. And down. Inhale, lift. Option to hold here. Maybe draw that chest forward. Squeeze. See what's going on for you. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bringing it in. And bring the knees hip distance or take the toes wide. Sink down. Good. Nice little moments to take deep breaths in our child's pose today. Just feeling that connection with the mat, that beautiful softness we felt as we set up the class here. Just feeling the connection, the gratitude. And when I think of gratitude here in this pose, I just feel me, the mat, this time, this body with you. All the little things around us. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Slowly coming all the way back up. Come back to lovely tabletop again. Good job. Inhale. And lifting up into that right leg this time. Good. We're going to stay here and see how that feels. Leg lifted. Maybe see if you can reach the toes over, opening the body a little bit towards the right-hand side. Just twisting a little. Maybe look up with the head. See what that feels like. Just opening the body on the knee. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bringing it down. Other side. Inhale, we lift the leg up. It could be a little bit. Or maybe you start to reach it leg over. Maybe see if you can keep that chest nice and square. Maybe pushing into the hands, looking up. Noticing where you might be feeling that. Often feel like it feels quite nice in the lower back. The hips. 3. See what it's doing for you. 2, And one, slowly bring the knee back down. Good, we're gonna do one more of those on each side. Inhale, right leg lifts, and see if you can reach it over. Good, lifting up in that upper body, try not to collapse. We push into the hands, lifting up, getting that lovely arch to the spine. 3, nice, 1, 2, and 1. Knee comes down, knees come back to hip distance, and left leg lifts up. Again, reaching it over. See how that feels to you, pushing into those hands, draw the shoulders down and away. Just breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bringing that knee back down, hip distance. Inhale, we're going to extend that right leg this time, bending in the knee, push into the hands. Draw in from your core, just see how that feels to get into that little back bend. It might be here that you stay. You can bring the foot to the ground as well and just do the arms. Yogi's choice. If you want, you can walk the left hand forward, see how that feels. Again, we find that balance from the center. So we're lifting up in the head, maybe thinking about our core, maybe lifting that front hand up. Playing with balance, you also have the option to reach back. Who knows? You might grab the toe today, you might not. If the hands come on the outside of the toe, option to hold on there. But you can push the toe into the hands and get that little extra arch. See how that feels. Just play along with what feels good to you. Lifting in the chest. Nice one, everybody. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reaching forward. Slowly bring both knees down. Child's pose, our lovely little reset. You choose where you want that to be, how you want it to look like. Just take some deep breaths. Maybe imagine that you're sending the breath a little bit deeper. I love a child's pose breath. I personally notice it lower down in the belly. Sometimes I imagine it almost running through and helping me move a little bit of tightness in the lower back. Where do you feel the body filling? There's no wrong way. It's just listening, being in tune with ourselves. I feel like yoga is that beautiful moment once or twice a week. You just meet yourself exactly where you are. Ask yourself how you are. Sometimes you need more from the mat emotionally. Sometimes you just need to be moving your body. Just this beautiful little gift, isn't it? Inhale, slowly pushing up. Walk the hands slightly forward and coming back up to your tabletop. Good. Find what you want in terms of your tabletop, nice and strong, maybe fists if the wrists are feeling sore today. You know where we're headed with that balance. Inhale, we're going to extend the left leg. We're going to lift up and bend that knee. Good. See how that feels here. Notice on that side what's going on. Maybe this side feels tighter. Maybe we just stay here. Maybe you feel like you want to walk the fingertips forward on the right hand and notice how that feels. Again, it can be different on each side. We can just stay here, lifting in the chest, soften in the forehead. Maybe a little smile feels good here. Heart open, chest open. Good. Maybe reaching forward with that hand. You also have the option to reach back. Maybe the hand grabs the toes. It's okay if it never gets there. If it is there and you wanted to take that deeper back bend, push the toes into that hand. You notice the chest begins to just lift up. See how that feels for you. Play with what feels right. Let go if it doesn't feel good. Bring the leg down. Maybe just take the arms out. Remember to always be able to meet us in any version of child's pose. 3. Nice work today. 2, and 1. Working a little bit in our back bend today. Hands coming down, knee comes in. Inhale. This time we're going to tuck those toes. We're going to arch the back into. How does that feel? Arching the spine. Feel the hands pushing down. The pull across the upper body. And if you feel comfortable, we're going to lift up into our downward dog. Lift those knees. Good. We've not done loads in the hamstrings. We've worked a lot into the spine. So just take it slowly. My advice would be to bend the knees to start and bring the body into that lovely knees bent. Downward dog. Start walking those heels. The first downward dog for me is always so, I don't know, personal. You choose what feels right. Wiggle in a way that feels good to you. Work the tailbone up when it feels right, or just keep it really shallow. Pedal the feet, push into the toes, play with it. Move the head up and down or left and right. Use this as that beautiful whole body stretch. There's such a magic in the downward dog. 3, 2, and 1. Nice one, everybody. Slowly coming back to that lovely knees bend or legs extended. A little bit more stillness. Lifting up to the tops of the toes. You can step or hop forward. Yogi's choice. Coming back into that forward fold. We're going to see what the back is doing now. I like to have feet hip distance here. Belly on the tops of the legs. Just let everything hang. Cupping opposite elbows if you want. Maybe taking that lovely rock side to side. Something feels better to you, do that. Just hanging out. Noticing maybe the tightness in the backs of the legs. We'll work on that in a minute. Use our salutations to help us. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center, hanging out. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw the chest forward maybe, or the hands come up the legs. Chest draws forward, tailbone lifts. The fingertips are forward. Try not to sink back in those hips. Keep everything drawing forward. Hello to those hammies, right? 3, 2, 1. Nice deep bend and reaching up. Breathing in, palms come together. Maybe a little back bend here. And then find that lovely, strong mountain and Tadasana pose. Drop the shoulders down. Draw the navel in. Deep breath in. And slowly exhaling out. Beautiful. Good. Take in any adjustments you need in your standing pose. Make sure your mat's feeling flat and good. And then meet me at the front of your mat for a little bit of our flow. Good. Let's get into that whole body before we start moving into a few more back bends from there. We're going to reach up, inhale. And exhale, hinge forward. Pull down over those toes. Draw the chin in. Halfway lift, your choice. Hands coming up, the legs, elbows in, chest forward or fingertips forward. See how that feels. Working the chest forward, bending the knees, scoop it up, inhale. Good. And as we exhale, draw in, navel in, thumbs in, shoulders down. Deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth, feeling strong here. Nice one, everyone. Inhale, reaching up. This time, take this bit slow, holding as we reach forward. Hinge at the hips, trying to get to that back body, and slowly down. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. Feeling out where you need to be here. And bend those knees, scooping it up. Beautiful. Thumbs in. Awesome. All right, from here, we're going to take our sun salutation, just sun salutation A. And we've been working in this class on maybe working into that upper body chaturanga and your upward dog. If you want, you can do that. I'm just giving you the thumbs up to go for that. And I'll guide you through that as well. But remember, also come down to the knees, down onto the belly, like you know, pushing up into your cobra and lifting back up is awesome. I'll take you through both options. But listen to your body. You know them so well. So do what feels good to you. All right. Coming up to that lovely stance again, Tadasana. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, reach forward, fold down over the toes. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Good, then you step or we hop back to that lovely high plank. Good. If you're going to come to the belly, come down onto the knees, belly, and then push up to your cobra. And if not, if you want to stay here, you drop down into that lovely strong plank. Good. Maybe we push into the toes and the weight shifts over the wrists. We bend the elbows so that they kind of match up with the side of the body. Untuck those toes, push the tops of the toes into the mat and draw the chest through. If the back is sore, drop the knees down. Otherwise, legs nice and strong. Release in the glutes, draw the chin in. 3, 2, and 1. And from here, if you're on your belly, coming down at a cobra, coming onto the knees, come into your cat pose and lift up to your downward dog. If you're an upward dog, we push into the hands, use your core, untuck one toe, then the other. And see if you can find that lovely downward dog pose. Just adjust the hands if you need to. Bend the knees, draw in from the center of the body, and see what you need from it. If you want stillness, I'll give you a little guidance to push into both of the toes. Heels lift. And push both heels down. Drop it down. Again, you can play with this whatever way feels good. Walk those heels, otherwise lift up and work the heels down. Tailbone back. Inhale, lift in. Nice one. And back from here, we're all going to bend our knees. Look forward between those thumbs. Step, or if you fancy it, just have a little play. Even hop a little bit. Bring the hands up over the legs. Hang out. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, yogi's choice. And bend the knees, scooping it all the way up. Reaching arms alongside the ears. Back bend if you like. Tuck in under, strong in the upper body. And breathe. Good. Just enjoying that lovely bit of work. Notice if there's any shift in the body. Maybe taking the head just left to right, little release in the neck. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful work. Let's move again into our salutation. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hinge in. And fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. And then we're going to bend the knees. We're going to step or we're going to hop back to our high plank. Right? And then everybody come down onto the knees. Good. This time what we're going to do is we're going to swing that left foot back. We're going to extend the right foot so the toes face forward. We're going to open up that body and turn to the side. Almost like we're kind of on the knees, like this lovely little side plank. Good. Inhale, lifting that right leg, bending it. Good. So you've got the option to stay here, or we can take the hands, see if we can grab the toes again. Maybe see if you can draw the chest forward. Those shoulder blades come in. We push into the toe. You're getting that lovely back bend again. That similar shape. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale, extending that leg out and swinging it back in. So that we're coming back to that lovely tabletop position. Good. Inhale, tucking under in the pelvis. Find your cat. Tuck the toes. Lift up. Downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale, look forward between those thumbs. Come to the tops of the toes. Step or hop. Halfway lift. Amazing, team. Bend the knees and scoop it up. Reaching up and long and under. Tucking under in that pelvis, strong in the center of the body. Really finding that beautiful strength and softness in our mountain pose. 3, 2, and 1. Breathing and reaching up. And hinge at those hips. You've got it. Fold down. Halfway lift. Bend the knees, step or hop back. A lovely high plank. Everyone hold here just for a second. To the knees. Good. Right leg swings, left leg extends. You can walk that right hand in a little bit, opening the body up. Good. See how that feels. Find your balance, make any adjustments that you need here. Inhale, option to lift and bend that knee. So you can stay here, might feel good, hand on the hip, or reach back, see if you can grab the toes. Now you might just hold here, you can push into the toes. Maybe you can see a little bit different angle here. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together. Chest open. I'm going to drop my head back and see if I can get a little bit more. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Extending and lifting up and slowly swinging everything back in. Coming back to that tabletop position. Inhale. And exhale. Tucking under into cat pose. Tuck those back toes. Lifting up. And reaching long, find your downward dog. Again, yogi's choice downward dog is such a whole body stretch. You've got to feel what feels good to you. You rotate the biceps out and down away from the ears. Maybe you find stillness. Also have an option here. Inhale if you feel up to it. You can take your 3-legged dog, maybe bend the knee. And like we did on the knee, you can reach that right toe, opening up a little in the hip, maybe looking underneath that armpit. A little bit more openness here. Good. Kind of like we did on the knee. You don't have to take it though, or you can come down onto the knee. 3, 2, 1. Bring the foot down. Maybe feel a little walk. Find that balance. Inhale. If you're going to take the 3-legged dog, left leg, bend the knee. Maybe opening up, looking underneath that armpit. See how it feels. Take it, leave it. Just make it feel better for you. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Coming back. That lovely downward dog. Bend the knees, step or hop forward. You've got it hanging out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend those knees, scoop it up and wide. Hands up. Exhale, tuck in under from the core. And just breathe with me. Shoulders down. Feeling strong. Nice one. Just take a moment to notice any shift in the body, maybe moving the head left to right here. A little bit into the neck for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Beautiful team. Let's bring the hands down. Find those beautiful shoulder rolls. One more time as we stand. Good. Releasing, especially in those kind of downward dogs. We're working into the upper body a little bit. Holding a little bit more in those poses. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Good. If you've got a drink, let's have a little sip together. Join me. Cheers, everybody. Right, the next part of our sequence is going to be some balancing. If you need a chair or a wall, feel free to grab whatever you need. Make sure that you're all sorted. Don't be shy to even like you've got a chair beside you, the sofa, whatever. If you need it, grab it. I'm going to move a little bit between our goddess pose, and then we're going to move into the side and see if we can build in a little bit of our balance of our dancer's pose. I haven't done that one in a while, but a nice one. We've worked really well in his body to get there. So yeah, when you're ready, find a little goddess, feeling strong. Good. Kind of wiggle left to right with me. Maybe lifting one heel and then the other. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Coming back to center. We're going to roll the shoulders up and back. We're going to tuck under in the pelvis and just feel nice and strong. Inhale. Exhale. Let's bend both knees, one and then the other, or both at the same time, sinking down. And you really want to make sure that that shape, you've got the knees in line with the ankles. We're tucking under, lifting up in the head and the chest. Nice and long. Squeeze the inner thighs. Coming back up. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up with me. And exhale, we're going to bend down. Elbows come down. A little cactus. Good. Draw the chin in. Elbows down. Sink a little deeper. Keep that chest lifted up, though. Rather than leaning forward, lift it up. Squeezing and coming all the way back up. Breathing in. And as we exhale, coming down. Give yourself a hug. Just notice which arm you've got on top as we sink down. A little bit deeper. And squeezing the inner thighs. We're reaching up. So we're going to give ourselves our hug. Other arm on top. Good. Big squeeze. Work those hands behind you and sink back. Down. Keep the chest lifted. Shoulders down. 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze and lift up. Breathing in. Palms together. Stay standing. Thumbs in towards the sternum. Good. Breathing in, reaching up. And exhale, this time coming down into those cactus arms. Keeping it lifted. Amazing. Inhale, lifting up. Little smile if you like. Exhale, coming down. One arm on top of the other. Give yourself a hug. Option to lean forward here. You can stay lifted. Just let the chest hang down, the chin. Let everything sink down. Maybe if that feels comfortable. Only if you feel like hanging the hips and the knees. And then slowly squeezing, coming all the way back up. And bring the thumbs in to the sternum. Good. Inhale, reaching up. Good. Exhale, we bend in the knees. Opposite arm on top. Give yourself a hug. You can stay here and sink. You can lean forward. You can feel out whatever you need to feel. 3, 2, and 1. Squeezing and lifting. Inhale. Palms together. Exhale. Thumbs coming in. Nice one, everybody. Bringing those hands onto the hips. Inhale. And exhale out through the mouth. Fab. We're going to take a little pivot now. So what we do is we pivot the back toes and we start to turn to the side. So we'll just start with a little bit of a turn and back to center, turn and back to center. So we bend the knees. Start maybe with that left leg. We're turning in the direction of the right. We're going to pivot the back foot. Turn. Good. If you need to just adjust that front foot slightly, you can. Sinking into that runner's lunge. Coming all the way back up. We're going to turn back, bringing the toes out and sink. And back to the middle. Good. Inhale. And exhale, bend the knees, right leg, we turn, we pivot on the ball of that back foot. Maybe wiggle the front foot over slightly so your balance feels good. Again, you can hold on to walls, all the stuff, use the hands, sinking down into your runner's lunge. Inhale, coming all the way back to center. Wiggle whatever way you need to and squeeze. Good. I don't know if anybody here is a Friends fan, but genuinely every time I say the word pivot, I just think of that hilarious episode of them trying to get the sofa up the stairs. Bear with me. I'll always have a little smirk. They pivot back foot. All I hear is pivot. If you're not a Friends fan, probably think I'm crazy, but too funny. All right, let's take it again. Inhale. We're going to move a little bit more fluidly between the two this time and just enjoy that lovely tug under in the pelvis when you get to your runner's lunge. All right, when you're ready, breathing in. Let's bend. We're going to turn towards the right-hand side, pivoting the left. Back to center and in. Breathing in, bend and pivot. And back to center and in. One more time, bend and pivot. Maybe drop that back knee all the way to the mat. You can pivot and in. And pivot to the other side. Back knee dips, taps the floor. Coming back up and in. Nice. All right, from here we're going to pivot. And we're going to see if we can pull up into a little balance. So I'll show you how we go. Just move with me, see what happens. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Hands on the hips, breathe in. I'm going to bend the knee, pivot to the other side. Good. Now from here, make sure you feel balanced. We're going to shift the weight from that back foot forward. Good. And you've got the option to lift that back leg, maybe bend that back knee. Staying here, or maybe, you know, where we're headed, reaching back. You've got left hand and left toes, if that feels comfortable. Good. You want to take your dancer's pose today. We keep the shoulders drawing back. Reach the right hand forward. Point your finger, the middle finger. Again, stay here. Or you can see if you can just dip the chest a little, lifting further up in the knee. Just playing with your balance. You can hold on to a wall, soften in the forehead. We fall out, just come back into it. Knee draws down rather than opening. And slowly coming back, take a big step back. Good, see if you can come back to the middle and lift. Let's take a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just in case you're holding that breath, sometimes I do. Inhale, bend the knee, pivot in, find that balance, shooting the weight forward. Now that you know where you're going, back knee bends. Option to grab the toe if you've got it. You can hold on to a wall. Maybe you reach forward with the left hand, point your finger and middle finger, or point your finger and thumb, together. Pushing the toes out, knee in. Maybe see if you can just dip a little bit. Notice how that feels today. Try not to hold the breath, relax in the face. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring it back up and in. And take a big step back. Turning, big dip. And back. Inhale, bending the knees and hopping those legs together. Nice work, everyone. Just take those circles, get in a little bit further into the hips. Take some deep breaths in and out. Nice work, everybody. Great little flow. Good to get into the back body, whole body, right? 3, 2, 1. Good job. From here, we're just going to bring the feet hip distance. Inhale, reach it up. Bend the knees, swing the hands back, draw the chest down. Inhale, reaching it up. And then stay standing, arms come wide. Good, up and down. See if you can add in some breath work. Trying to breathe in at some point, maybe when the arms are up. Breathe out when you're swinging the arms down. It doesn't really matter if it's not quite there. Just let your body flow. Great little somatic movement, releasing tension, tightness, worry, grief, whatever it is we're holding, just let it go. Let your body just do whatever it needs to do here for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Reach those arms alongside the ears. Inhale. And as we exhale, bending in the knees, bring the hands forward, knees down. Swing the feet to the side. Coming up to a nice upright position. The mat. Nice long theme. Hopefully that feels quite nice. The body, nice little physical release there. And that one's good to let go of emotion as well. Nice job. All right, sitting nice and tall. Cross-legged is not necessarily what you need to do. Whatever feels good. If you've got any pain when you sit cross-legged, just take the legs out, sit on the chair. It's good. Breathing in with me. And slowly breathing out. Good. Take that right ear to the right shoulder and back to center. We moved a little bit this way, left ear and back to center. Good. Just feeling out that tightness in the neck. Breath in and out. Relaxing in the forehead. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bringing the head back, drop the shoulders down. Inhale. Out through the mouth, let it go. Exhale. Good, chin to chest. Maybe taking those little half rolls. Chin comes in and we roll. Nice. Just move slow or quick. Listen to your body, your neck. If you feel like there's a really tight area stuck there, have a little extra time to breathe and come back. Amazing. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to the center. Chin towards the chest, drop the shoulders down, just stay there. Inhale and exhale. Good, just seeing how that feels to you, maybe closing the eyes a little. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, looking up, breathing in, we're gonna twist. Take that left hand across towards the right hand side, lifting tall from the crown of the head. Good. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Now back to center. Nice one. And twist in. Good. Drop the shoulders down. Keep the spine tall. We don't want to collapse in that upper body. We want to draw the shoulders back. Feel long from the crown of the head. 3. Nice. And everyone. 2. Relax in the forehead. And 1. Beautiful. Coming back. Hands on the knees. We're going to do a little seated cat and cow. Draw the chest forward. And draw the hands forward, tuck under in the pelvis, draw the chin in. Stay here and take a few deep breaths, noticing where you might be feeling that tightness. Inhale, lifting up and leaning forward. Coming back to where we began. Little cat and cow. Move at your own pace, forward and back. If it feels good to stay in seated cat, stay there. You want to stay a little more in your seated cow. It's up to you. Just feel it out. Lean forward and back. Inhale and exhale. That little tuck under the pelvis. Keep it moving just nice and flowy, forward and back. 3. Some beautiful deep breaths too. And 1. Nice job. Finishing off 1 more of each. And then maybe in the lovely upright position in the center. Good. Deep breath in with me. And exhale, let it go through the mouth. Fab. Let's grab a drink and then we'll move into a little bit of our relaxation in the face and the scalp. We'll grab my trusty book, our beautiful reading today. Still making my way through that gorgeous text. Joy chose you. Amazing. Awesome team. Thank you so much for today. It's just been so lovely. All right. I don't know how you feel, check in. Sometimes back bends, different for everybody, but sometimes it's meant to make us feel a little bit more energized. So you might feel a little bit different. Than some of the other classes. Sometimes we feel really sleepy this part of the session. Just notice. Could be different, could be the same. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that pointer finger and the middle finger, and we're gonna just move. You've done this with me before, just start to make it really innate, make it what you need it. Just rolling up around the eyebrows, just feeling, noticing the skin actually. It's quite interesting because this time of year it's a little bit tight sometimes. You can feel the dryness, or maybe you can feel like your moisturizer. You've used any today. It's just interesting to feel the skin, just really feel the winter in our little human experience. You pushing up between the eyebrows or the crown. Maybe moving into the temples now if you haven't already. Deep breath in and out. Sometimes it's nice just to really push up and down to the hairline and down in the temple. That's one that I always feel a little bit released from. Beautiful. Oh, nice one. Letting go that day. And then maybe a little reminder to kind of just roll on the top where your jaw starts to kind of meet the hands, and maybe just guide the hands down, release the tightness that you might be holding there. And finally, we're going to get into that scalp. I've got my hair up, so I'm going to take it out for this one. If not, just use your hands, see what it feels like. We're going to take the hands into that, almost like that little, I don't know, is it like a spider? We're going to take the fingers and just start the side. So coming to the side and just push up. That's all, into the middle of the head. And don't be afraid to push. Give that little bit of a release. Good. And maybe next time when you got the hands in, you've got that little bit of the kind of spider fingers. You're just going to take them and just roll in little circles. You see how that feels, getting a little release in the scalp. Good. And then maybe keeping a little shorter this time, making sure that you've got fingers kind of near the temples, near the hairline, a little bit into the sides, and some lovely little circles here. 3. Deep breath in and out. 2. And 1. Maybe moving the hands a little further back. Just feel around. Beautiful. And then maybe taking one hand just to the top and maybe making those circles as you slowly guide the hand to the crown of the head. Use circles here. See how that feels. Turning the hand if you need to. Getting that lovely little kind of spider, pushing the tips of the fingers in for 3. Nice one, everybody. Last bit, just feel around. Where do you need that release? Where does it feel good to you in the face? Oh, just enjoying that release for 3. Breathing in and out. 2. And 1. Amazing. Just stop. Close the eyes. In a little position of stillness for me. As you close the eyes or just look down, begin just to allow yourself to stop moving. The breath is something you want to really manipulate. Take a few more slow, deep breaths. Maybe the body just wants to go back to its natural rhythm. Just listen and let the breath just slowly make its way back. That's soft, kind of unconscious action. It's just there. With those eyes closed and that stillness, just seeing if you can just ask yourself how you feel now. Maybe today you feel soft and relaxed. Maybe it's a little bit of energy. There's no wrong answer. It's yours to take with you for the rest of the day. I invite you now just to make your way to Shavasana, lying down on your backs. And just stop. Close the eyes, grab your creature comforts. Got a blanket or pillow. You want to close the lights out. Bring the candle closer to you. Whatever it is, just make this space and this time yours. Relaxing from the crown of the head, tracing down the face. All those little spaces we worked. Just let yourself stop. The movement and the breath nourish every cell. Your time to just be. and a poem for each of you. Something that really struck me when I was thinking of all of you who use this particular class. Piece I absolutely adore. You. If every single person who has liked you in your lifetime were to light up on a map, it would create the most glitteringly beautiful network you could ever imagine. Throw in the strangers you've been kind to, the people you've made laugh or inspired along the way, and that star bright web of you would be an impressive sight to behold. You're so much more than you think you are. You've done so much more than you even realize. You're trailing a bright pathway that you don't even know about. What a thing. What a thing indeed. If every single person who has liked you in your lifetime were to light up on a map, it would create the most glitteringly beautiful network you could imagine. Something to remember. Just by being you, it's truly deeply enough. Thank you for your friendship, yoga, Sunday coffees. Stay as long as you like in your Shavasana pose. Rest, fall asleep. And just move and get up if it feels right today. Listen to your intuition and trust it knows best. Peace and love. Happy Sunday, my friends.